Part 4. So in part 1, we talked about my vision. This is the vision that appeared in my head, well, the stick version, on August 29, 2024. Feel free to go back and watch that and skip to like the 2:20 mark to get to the brief explanation I give of this. Today, I want to go over this section of the drawing. So when the vision appeared in my mind, which remind you, I don't see images. Like if you ask me to see an apple, I don't see an apple. I feel the presence of the weight of what I think an apple is. So I literally had vivid colors in my head when this appeared to me. Now, over the last few months, I've deciphered what it means. So previously I said we connect to these vibrations via a headspace that is like a Wi-Fi signal that we cannot see, that we all have. But I want to go in further of like how to apply that to our lives and like how is it helpful to understand what this means. So connecting like all of the videos I've made so far, the theme is you perceive what you believe. So, how does that apply to this? Well, if I believe like medium vibration about any particular subject, that's what will show up to me in real life. So I can choose to believe the lowest forms of thoughts or the highest forms of thoughts. And no matter what, none of it is wrong. It's just whatever you prefer. And believe me, where you sit now is your preference, because if you didn't like where you were, you would adjust yourself. So I explained that the lower vibration is like more chaotic, and the higher you get, the less chaotic your life will get because you're like more calm. I think that's like the baseline of being higher up here, is that you are more calm. So I have this chart from Esther Hicks. It's called the Emotional Guide Scale. So let's think about a subject for a second. Children. Maybe you think you're like 17 years old, or let's say you're 24 and you're trying to figure out, do you ever want to have children? Well, what do you think about children? Or what do you think about like childbirth? Let's say you're a person with a uterus and you give birth to other humans. So one day you think you'll have a baby, and maybe you're scared because you think it's going to be painful. So let's go to like fear. Scared, fear. Okay. So at that point, you're choosing to be on the lower vibration of that. Now, how can you work your way up to joy of like, oh, shit, I would have a baby one day, to like, oh my God, I'm gonna have a baby one day. You know, like, it's a big difference. So, how do you do that? This is kind of like how I said you baby step your way up, or like how you would string yourself along to become that. So, number one, we're not our thoughts. So, we are radios. This is the signal. We're tuning to a vibration. So, whatever you have in your core is what you're attuned to. That's what will be fed back to you. So, like, if you have in your core, you believe that the world is a dark place, that is going to get reinforced to you. It's going to keep showing up. And the thoughts that you'll receive are going to reflect. So, notice how I said the thoughts you receive and not the thoughts you think. So, I think there are some thoughts we can probably have on our own, but I don't know. We are not our thoughts. So this is why it's possible to change your whole life, because you're not your thoughts. Your thoughts come to you from out here. You or your radio is signaled to receive the thoughts that come from these vibrations. Does that make sense? I think I'm making sense. I think. That's a good example of like, what am I attuned to? Well, right now I'm trying to get information that was channeled to me out to the people who can receive it. I believe that full-heartedly, that if you can understand my message, that this will help you. Like, I want to help whoever's out there. So like, if you're seeing this, then it's for you. Another reason it's important to understand how this works is because this confirms that we are always connected to God. Now you might say, that's not God. Well, I beg to differ. How else is God going to communicate with us? So, not only are we always connected to God, but we're always actually connected to each other. That's another interesting layer of this image. So everything is always happening, which I'll go into in another video, maybe the next one or the one after. The reason certain things will happen, like consciousness aligning across the world when we haven't communicated directly to each other, that's because we're all connected. And a lot of people have this theory that it's like we came from mushrooms or something weird like that, because mushrooms have this system of roots underneath the earth that are literally connected to every other mushroom. So I don't know. We're all connected in the same way, not in the ground necessarily, but like through our signals. We're only as strong as our weakest links, so it's important for us to get this message out so we can help everybody come up to the higher levels. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I have about what does this mean, how is it connected, how we're all connected, and like, why is it important? Why is it helpful to understand how to utilize this? So if you have any questions, let me know. Pretty much what I'm saying is you're aligning to a vibration just like a radio, like literally. So I know you've probably heard this before. Like, these words that I'm saying are not new, but I have a picture to go with it, and this picture was sent to me. I did not come up with this. This vivid image that I've tried to create, the only thing I could get close to was using AI. I didn't do this. This came to me, and I'm telling you that you can do the same thing. You must align yourself to the higher vibration, and you can use this chart to help you get there. Ask yourself about any subject. Where do you stand? Disappointed. Okay, well, how can you work your way up to being passionate? Maybe you got fired and you think you'll never get another job again, and it was your favorite thing ever, and now you've lost the passion. How do you get back up there? You work your way up. You say, well, first you got to be pessimistic. Then you got to get bored. Or you can jump around, however you want to do it. But this will help you. This will help you figure out where you are and where you want to go. All right, let me know if you have questions. It's already 9 minutes that I've been yapping. So, here you go.